Hey guys, welcome back to the third episode of our MVRK miniseries. Joseph luckily escaped death, but unfortunately his brothers still didn't want him around. He ended up being sold to some traders who were walking through the desert. Now this wasn't even the beginning of Joseph's issues, so we're going to pick up the story again in Genesis chapter 39, verses 1 through 5. When Joseph was taken to Egypt by the Ishmaelite traders, he was purchased by Potiphar, an Egyptian officer. Potiphar was captain of the guard for Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. The Lord was with Joseph, so he succeeded in everything he did as he served in the home of the Egyptian master. Potiphar noticed this and realized that the Lord was with Joseph, giving him success in everything he did. This pleased Potiphar. So he soon made Joseph his personal attendant, and he put him in charge of his entire household and everything he owned. From the day Joseph was put in charge of his master's household and property, the Lord began to bless all of Potiphar's household for Joseph's sake, and all his household affairs ran smoothly, and his crops and livestock flourished. So Joseph is sold twice, and finally sold into slavery. But instead of forsaking God, he continues to rely on God. And Potiphar sees this. He sees that everything that Joseph invests into prospers. This is something that we all have to begin to learn. That no matter the situation, no matter who is over us or how bad the situation is, we aren't serving anybody on this earth. We are actually serving God. In life, we have to be willing to serve God no matter the situation. And when we are presented with bad ones, we have to remember that we don't serve the people here on earth. No matter how bad of a boss you get or how bad of a teacher you get, you're actually serving God. And that's something that Joseph understood. And in doing that, God was able to bless Joseph abundantly in all the things that he touched and did. And that's something that Potiphar noticed. Joseph knew that no matter if he was a slave or his father's favorite child, that he had to be serving God and not serving the man that he was under. In doing this, he was made very prosperous in everything he did. This is something that we'll see over and over again, is that Joseph is put into hard situations and yet still relies on God. And it's an amazing thing. Joseph keeps being rewarded for his integrity and keeps being rewarded by the people here on earth, but more importantly, he's rewarded by God who is in heaven. As we continue through this series, we will see Joseph's character keep building up. And he's been dealt a pretty bad hand, but behind the scenes, God is working to build him and build a much bigger picture. His life is about to take a turn for the worse. And we're going to see Joseph at one of the lowest points in his life. Join us next episode where we see Joseph deal with turmoil to the fullest extent and see God's plan finally start to come to fruition. I'll see you guys then.